All right. Oh, we need yoga today. I need yoga today. So finding ourselves in our chair, seated in our chair, grab what you need for your practice today. Grab whatever props. If you've got blocks, strap, blankets, pillows. I know it's starting to get chilly, so have tons of blankets and pillows around. You can have your socks on. You could be doing yoga in your sweats. Whatever works best for you, whatever gets you moving and gets you to the chair, or on Thursdays to the mat, whatever gets you there, use it. Except for like a pint of ice cream. Don't do that. Wait till after yoga or something like that, if that's what's going on with you. All right, so finding ourselves seated in the chair, sitting ourselves up nice and tall, and we want to take ourselves away from the back of the chair unless you've got an injury or an illness. If you are not feeling well, you can always use the back of the chair. That's the beauty of chair yoga, is you can use it for whatever's going on in your life right now. If you have got an injury, you got an illness, you can always use the back of the chair. Otherwise, we're taking ourselves away from the back of the chair, taking ourselves to the center or the front of the chair to engage our core from the very beginning of our practice today. So we're just preparing ourselves, maybe grounding. Oh, I'm gonna move this back a little bit. I knew my mat was a little far up. There we go. All right. Grounding your feet, planting them into whatever is beneath you. Maybe you've got your mat beneath you, or maybe you've got a floor beneath you, maybe you've got carpet. Maybe you're outside, whatever is beneath you, just grounding your feet, grounding yourself. Maybe you're rocking a little bit from front to back or side to side. And maybe you're, while I'm jabbering and talking about this stuff, maybe you're able to slow your own thoughts down a little bit. Maybe you're able to quiet your mind a little bit, slow everything down. And let's begin by thinking about stacking our spine. So our tailbone is pointed down towards the seat of the chair. And then we're going to stack one vertebrae on top of the other. So maybe you're able to get some lengthening here. You may even need to move your, like, mentally visualizing it and then physically manipulating and lengthening and visualizing that as well. So lengthening up through your spine, and then the crown of your head kind of being lifted towards the sky. So up nice and tall. And let's begin by rolling our shoulders back. So let's go and roll that. So rolling those shoulders, rolling and rolling and rolling. Good. And go ahead and roll that the other way, rolling those shoulders forward and roll. Good, let's roll that. Roll those shoulders back. Nice. And roll that forward. Roll those shoulders forward. Good, maybe shake those arms out a little bit. Let's do a sun breath here. So let's inhale and sweep this up. Big sun breath up. And exhale it out. And again, inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. And big sun breath up. And exhale it out. And one more time. Inhale and sweep this up. And this time as we exhale, let's go ahead and take those arms behind us. You can either hold on to the back of your chair, the seat of your chair, or clasp your hands behind you, depending on your flexibility, your mobility, where your shoulders and your chest are going to let you go, especially at the beginning of the practice. We're still a little chilly. Drop our chin to chest. And then let's lift our eyes to sky. And drop that chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Bring that head to neutral. Let's look to the left. So think about chin going over towards the left. So good. With that behind, with our arms behind us. And then let's look over to the right. Good, and bring that back to center. Drop right ear to right shoulder. And left ear to left shoulder. And then bring that back to center, and we can go ahead and release those arms. Shake that out. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's drop our right hand to the right side of the seat of our chair, and just a little bit of a slight lean here. Still planting those feet in the floor. Our glutes are planted into the chair. We've got this nice side stretch here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Sweep this up, inhale. Let's drop that left hand down to the left side of the chair. Keep our glutes down, keep our feet planted, and slight lean over to that left side. Oh, that feels good on this side. And breathe. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Inhale and sweep this up. Clasp our hands at the top. Let's press those palms towards the ceiling. Make some space here. So we already lengthened through our spine when we first started. Now let's lengthen kind of through the front of our spine, through our abdominals, through our rib cage, through our arms. So lengthening up through here. And let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Good. Inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. And one more time. Inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Good. Let's bring those arms out in front of us. Let's do the stop hands. And let's go and rotate wrists. And then rotate the other way. Nice. Let's point our fingers down and point those fingers up. Point that down and point that up. Let's open our arms so they're not way far open. You see them out of your peripheral vision. Still, take our palms up, make some fists, roll our knuckles in. That exaggerated bicep curl, seated cat and cow. Let's inhale, open this up, arching that back. Oh, that feels good. I could stay here for a really long time. And then let's go ahead and exhale, round this. Take our chin to chest, elbows together. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. I always love this one on the low back. Inhale and open. And exhale and round. I like this one on the low back when we do it on the floor. I also like it when we're doing the chair too. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Good. Let's bring this back to neutral. Open this up, palms down, release those arms down. Roll our shoulders out and roll that forward. Inhale and sweep this up. Reach up through our fingers. You can exhale. We're going to keep our arms in the air, and let's walk our legs over to the right. Let's go ahead and take those legs over to the right. Let's take our hands to, oh yeah, to the, I was waving. The PG&E guy thought I was waving. And let's go ahead and use this spinal twist right here. Ah! Use those hands on the back of that chair as leverage to twist into that. That feels really good. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Let's reach those arms back up. Lifting that back up. Let's walk our legs back to center. And now let's walk those legs over to the left. And hands waving. Eugenie guy's not back out there anymore. And let's go ahead and use those hands as twisting leverage here in this spinal twist, holding onto the back of the seat of the chair. Breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Wonderful. Let's reach those arms back up to center. Good. Lengthen back up through that. Very nice. Bring our arms out in front of us and let's take our right arm over our left. Give ourselves a big hug. Reaching our fingers for our spine. Very nice. And then open this up, other side. Left arm over right. Nice big hug. Reaching our fingers for our spine. Good. And open this up and then release that down. Roll those shoulders back and roll those shoulders forward. Good. Let's go into our seated sun salutations. So grabbing your blocks, placing them where you want them for that. Sitting ourselves up tall. Again, we're not against the back of the chair. We're towards the front of the chair. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up and exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen through our spine. So your hands can be on your blocks or they can be on the floor or they can be on your shins or they can be on your thighs. Just don't want to put a lot of pressure on the knee joints. If you have them on your thighs, you want them up on the strong part of your thighs or hands are on the shins. So we've got this nice lengthened spine and then release this back into a forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Good. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Just really trying to warm up that core. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this lengthening right here. And let's press our right hand into the block. Let's lift open that left side. So that left arm twists open or rotates open. Oh, rotating that shoulder, opening up that rib cage, opening up that chest. Breathe it here. Trying to keep our feet planted so that you get an even better stretch up in that the torso, in that waist, that rib cage. Good. Breathing it here. Inhale and exhale. And then release this back into that forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this here. Let's do the other side. So let's press that left hand into our block. Reach open that right side. So rotating open that right arm, opening up on the shoulder. Maybe you have one side that's tighter than the other. This side is always tighter than the other for me. But just recognizing that and knowing that it'll get looser because we're going to do this a few times on both sides. Go ahead and release that into that forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's press that right hand back into block. Lift our left arm open. That's good. Breathe that here. If you're having a hard time with that straight arm, you could always have that hand down there on your lowest rib or on your waist. Listening to your body, doing what your body's letting you do today. Every day is different. So honoring that, recognizing that. Let's release this back into that forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Holding this here. Let's go ahead and press that left hand into block and reach open with the right side, right arm, and breathe. And then release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep those arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale our hands to heart. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale our hands to heart. Let's keep ourselves here. Sit ourselves up even taller, a little bit taller. Let's inhale. As we exhale, let's hinge at the hips and twist to the left. So that right elbow, right tricep is trying to get over to that left thigh. And we've got our even deeper seated spinal twist here. It's what we do when we're standing. Sometimes we do this without the chair, and those quadriceps really get to burn. But because we have the chair, we really get to focus on our upper back, mid back, our rib cage, back rib cage in this stretch here. Maybe you're even able to look up at the ceiling a little bit and breathe. So you get a good neck stretch as well. Your cervical spine. Good. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale our hands to heart. Good. Let's inhale it here. As we exhale, let's hinge and let's twist to the right. So twisting over to the other side. Left elbow, left tricep, over towards that right thigh. And breathe. A nice twisting here. Nice deep breath. Oh, that spinal twist feels really good for that back rib cage. Breathe it here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Good. Again, big deep inhale. And a big exhale out. Man, that feels good on this side. Good, bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. And then let's release this down to our sides. Good. Move those blocks a little bit. We're going to take ourselves into our lower body. So now we've got our legs. If it's available to you, we've got both of our legs lifted. If you're doing one leg, then you're going to do your right side first or left, whichever side you want to do first, but doing one. But remember which side you did. We're going to bring ourselves up into our nice strong staff pose here. One of the most challenging poses in regular yoga and chair yoga is this staff pose because we're having to use our core here. Let's breathe it. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. 2 more times. Big, deep inhale and exhale it out. And 1 more time. Big, deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. We can release those arms. We're going to hamstring curl and leg extension here. So let's go ahead and curl this in. Keep those feet super flexed and extend. There's 8. Curl this in and extend. There's 7. Curl this in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. Curl this in. We're going to hold our next extension. Extend this out and hold. Let's point those toes and flex those feet. Point those toes, flex those feet. Point those toes, flex those feet. Point those toes and flex those feet. Good. We're going to release our left leg, scoot ourselves forward even more if you can. Lengthen through that left leg and let's take our right ankle to our left shin. And we're going to do an extended figure 4. So it's like a really lengthened 4 here. So an extended piriformis stretch, extended figure 4 stretch. It's the first part of getting that hip flexor ready, of waking that up. And it's a good hamstring stretch for that left side as well. All right, let's go ahead and bend that left knee and take our right ankle to our left thigh. And now we've got this regular looking 4. So our piriformis, our figure 4 right here. And right here, your posture, your back posture doesn't have to be perfect yet. We're going to do that in a second. Right here, We're just finding out where we're able to hinge at today before you start to lose alignment. But you can be out of alignment in this one, but just waking this up. Good, so kind of just getting that ready, waking that up, saying hello to that hip flexor. And now we're gonna add in that nice posture, that breath, and that movement. So now we want that really, really good posture, that really tall spine as we're sitting up against the back of our chair now. We've scooted back. We've still got our figure 4 leg. And you can find that hinge. I'll give you a moment to find that hinge before we add in that breath and that movement. Before finding that hinge where you can lean into this, before you start to round your spine, before you start to lose that alignment. So finding where that's at, so that when you exhale, you can bring yourself to that spot and maybe even go a little further without losing your alignment. All right, so let's add in that breath now. So sitting ourselves up tall against the back of the seat of the chair. Let's inhale it here. And exhale, hinge this forward. Try and get as much of that air out. Make that exhale as long as you possibly can. Let's inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Oi. Try not to round those shoulders. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Now we're going to do one more like that. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Wonderful. Good. And bring that back to neutral, back to center. Let's take this foot and cross it over. So now we're taking it into that shoelace, half shoelace. So we've got our right heel onto the left corner of our chair. And now we're gonna focus a little bit more on that glute, that IT band, and that hip. So let's take that left arm, wrap that left arm around that right leg. I don't know about you, but whenever I wrap and then pull that towards me, oh goodness, that just opens a whole other level of stretching for that side, that hip, that glute, that inner thigh of that right leg. Goodness gracious. And I'm getting it on the left part of my rib cage as well. So that's very good. Breathing it here. And yeah, if you even want to make that it more incredible, then breathe really deep, because that will expand that back rib cage even more. So let's do another breath here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Oh, goodness. And let's go ahead and twist it to the other side. So your right arm is just wrapped around that right leg. And a nice twist to the left side, or looking over to the left. Good. Very nice. And bring that back to center. Give yourself a nice big hug here. And then let's go ahead and release that. Shake that out. Scoot ourselves forward. So we're back at the center or the front of our chair. And we're going to go back into our staff pose, because we've got that other side now. So let's lengthen through our legs. Let's flex through our feet. Let's reach up through our arms, finding our nice, strong staff pose here. 3 breaths. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And one more time. Big, deep inhale. And exhale it out. And release those arms. You can hold onto that chair or hands to thighs. We've got our feet flexed. We're going to hamstring curl, leg extension. Let's curl this in and extend. There's 8. Curl this in and extend. There's 7. Curl this in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. Curl this in. We're going to hold this next extension. Hold this. Go ahead and point those toes and flex those feet. Point those toes, flex those feet. Point those toes, flex those feet. Point those toes, flex those feet. Point those toes and flex those feet, and point those toes and flex those feet. Good. We're gonna release our right leg down, scoot ourselves forward, lengthen through that right leg, left ankle is gonna go to that right shin. And hinge this. I love unpacking my fall clothes, because then it's like I have all new leggings. I was just looking down at my leggings, I was like, I really love these leggings. So I like unpacking my fall clothes and getting out all my fall and winter leggings. These ones are really comfortable. I like them. And they're really fall colors too, fall and wintry.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I didn't talk to you. I didn't ask you anything. All right, so we're hinged forward right here. Good. Bringing ourselves forward. That feels very good. And then let's go ahead and bend our knee and take our ankle foot to our thigh. Man, she always has to, that Alexa, she's always got to butt in. All right, sitting ourselves up tall. Hinge this forward. Good, and you don't have to worry about your posture in this one yet. Just a second. Uh-oh, I started talking trash. She's gonna start beeping. Good. All right, let's scoot ourselves back towards the back of the seat of the chair. And now we're gonna add in that really nice, tall, lengthened spine, that tall posture. And we're gonna add in that breath. So let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale, hinges forward. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Ooh, that feels good on this side. Let's do that again. Inhale it up nice and tall. And exhale, hinge. Good. Oh, finding that hinge. I know this is the equal. We're going to do it one more time on this side. I'm going to unequal us. So let's inhale it up tall. And let's go ahead and hinge this right there. Oh, yeah. Get that nice stretch in that hip flexor. Good. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves up. And let's take this to half shoelace. Let's go ahead and take that left heel to the right corner of the chair. And let's do that nice wrap. So let's wrap that right arm around that left leg. And there it is. Hip, glute, hip flexor, IT band, inner thigh. Get that wonderful stretch right here to the side and use that breath. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good. Let's go ahead and twist it to the other side. So twisting to the right. Left arm is just holding on to that leg. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring that back to center. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Very good. And let's release that. Shake that out. Hey, let's start off the right side this time today. So let's go over to the right side of our chair. Let's keep our left leg on the chair. Our left leg is in front. And let's have our right leg behind us. I have to move my chair. I have more space. There we go. All right. So we're going to find ourselves in our supported crescent pose. We've got that front leg nice and strong over on the right side of the chair. Our right leg is behind us. Our right heel stays lifted in this crescent, supported crescent. And let's reach up through our arms. Oh, lengthen up through those fingertips. Reach up through that nice strong leg, nice strong arms. Let's take that left hand down to the left side of the seat of the chair. And let's reach this over. I love this like front lateral stretch because I love the abdominal to the hip flexor stretch that we get right there. Oh, That's a good front stretch. Reach through that and breathe. Nice deep breath. Don't forget about that back leg, that heel is lifted. It's really easy to kind of forget about it back there. Heel stays lifted, breathe it. And then let's go ahead and take our hands either to our hips or back hand is to the hip, front hand is to the thigh. And we've got this nice twist. Maybe you're looking to the side, maybe you're even able to look to the back. Maybe you've got the neck mobility and flexibility. Or maybe that's what you're working on and you're trying to work on looking back at your heel or back behind over your shoulder. You can feel really good right there. Keep using that breath. Good, let's bring ourselves back to center. Take our left leg, and our left leg gets the whole seat of the chair now. And our right leg gets to go off to the side. And now we're in more of that just center lateral stretch for our modified gate pose, supported gate pose, reaching up through our arms, lengthen up through this. This is almost like the gymnast pose. Done. Let's take that left hand back to the left side of the seat of the chair, reach this over. And now we have more of that lateral stretch. So more of the stretch down through the side, maybe a little bit through the back, all the way down through that leg, reaching through that, lengthen. This can be a good thing too. You could be looking up at the sky or looking down at the floor or rotating that neck through this whole time that we get to stay here and breathe. Good, let's windmill that arm down to the back of the thigh, but not that knee joint. So, or the side or your side thigh. And let's reach this over, but try not to put a lot of pressure on your kneecap or your knee joint. Reach this, breathe this. Good, and then release that. Go ahead and turn that. And that back heel stays lifted. Let's reach this up. This gives us kind of that automatic low back arch. And then let's go into that forward fold. So your forward fold may be on your hands. It may be on your elbows, or it may be all the way down. Maybe you're supported by a block like I am, or maybe you're all folded all the way forward. And you've got that nice flexibility where you don't have to use the support. I do, and I love using the support here. Breathing this, remember, just like in our supported crescent, same thing here. We want to make sure that that back leg stays active and awake. It can be really easy to just let that drop off or forget about it. We want to keep it active, keep it awake, keep that heel lifted. And breathing this here. Good, let's lift ourselves back up, lengthen back up through this, reaching up through our arms, through that torso. And we can move that block. And now we're gonna move into our warriors. So we've got that left knee bent, right leg is still staying nice and straight. And let's lengthen out through our arms. We've got our modified supported warrior to our proud warrior. And I'm thankful for this today. I'm still getting over this sickness. So I'm thankful for the chair to be holding my warrior today. Makes me feel strong. Good. Breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Strong arms, strong chest, strong torso, strong abs, strong legs, strong feet, relaxed face. Let's drop that back arm, take our palm up and reach through this peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. That's a really nice stretch too. Breathe. And from this, we're going to take this into that side angle. And this is the one where it's like, oh, this is a rest. Nope. It may feel like you want to rest, but try not to put a lot of pressure onto that arm. Try and make those legs work. Or maybe like mine, I'm making my legs work, but it is making them cramp as well. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Good, strong body. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up into that proud warrior. Very nice. Strong legs, strong arms, relaxed face. And then release that. Very good. All right, we get to scoot ourselves over now. Now it's the other side. Good. So let's go ahead and take ourselves into our crescent. It's like, take our leg out? Not yet. Crescent. So take our leg behind. So right leg is now forward. Left leg is behind us. Supported crescent. Reach up through those arms. And this too gives us an automatic slight back bend here. So whether you knew it or not today, you're working on your back bend. And your calf stretch, man. Feeling the calf stretch on this side. This is good. Keep that back heel lifted. Lengthen through that. Let's take that right hand down to the right side of the seat of the chair. Let's reach this over. Ooh, and enjoy that nice front stretch. Right up through that pectoralis, through those abdominals, right down through that groin, through that hip flexor, all the way down through that quadricep, and then back into that calf. So good. Such a good stretch here. Good. Let's go ahead and twist this. Hands are either to the hips or hand to the thigh and hip. And you can be looking straight or you're looking behind. Definitely this side, always so much easier for me, for my neck to look. It's an interesting thing to be aware of. A good thing to be aware of. That the mobility on this side is much better than the other side. That's why I try and work extra on the other side. Let's keep breathing this here. Big deep breath. Good, and let's bring this back to center. Now let's go ahead and give that right leg seat of the chair. Let's take our left leg off to the side so we find ourselves in our gate pose. Reaching up through this center. Lengthen up through those arms. Lengthen out through those legs. Very nice. Breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. Let's drop that right hand down again. And now we get that lateral stretch. Oh, that's good too. Oh, that feels really good. Breathe that. I like in the lateral stretch, I like looking up and opening the torso, opening that rib cage a little bit extra, a little bit more. That's, again, I love using the chair because we get to do these different poses, but in a deeper, nuanced way to where you can get a deeper stretch. It's so good. You just got to think about it. It's like, how lucky are we that we get to do these stretches, whereas most people, they just go about their day and none of this stuff. Oh, this is good stuff. Good stuff. Good self-care. You all should be applauding yourselves. You get extra points today, everyone. Let's go ahead and turn ourselves towards the seat of the chair. Keep our back heel lifted and then reach this up. So kind of same thing, similar to crescent, but that front leg is now fully lifted up and we get an even better stretch in that hip. Let's take this forward. So either on those hands, on those elbows, or all hold the way forward. Whatever you did on the other side, that's your goal on this side, trying to do the same thing here so that we keep the same amount of strength on both sides of the body. We want that strength and flexibility to be balanced. So that very much helps to prevent injury. It helps with balance in everyday life, especially as the weather gets colder and things start to, like, we get rain and slippery stuff outside. If you've got this foundation of yoga helping you with building that balance and that strength in those joints and those tendons, man, it's so good if you were to ever fall or like get unbalanced. Very helpful. Let's lift ourselves back up, lengthen through that. I've said this a million times before, but yeah, I'm so thankful. Every time I fall, I'm so thankful that I do yoga because I know it could be a lot worse if I didn't. Let's bring the leg out and let's find ourselves in our warrior leg. This side really wants to cramp up. So our nice long left leg, bent front right knee, arms are strong, finding ourselves in our proud warrior two. Strong arms, strong torso, strong chest, strong neck, strong abdominals, strong glutes, strong legs, but face relaxed. Good, let's drop that back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior, reach up through this and lengthen and breathe. And then let's go ahead and take this into our side angle. Again, use the strength of those legs and that core. Trying not to put too much pressure into that upper body so that it goes into that leg. We want to keep nice strong legs and a strong core and breathe. Good. And then bring this up. This is about the time my brain is thinking this right now. Go ahead and release that. Good. And bring yourselves forward. I was a little anxious today before the practice because of what today is, because it's voting day. There's a little bit of anxiety today. Okay, there's a lot of anxiety today. But as I was just doing that, I was like, oh, my levels have dropped so much. That's why yoga is so great too. I'm feeling feeling better, more clear about, I don't know how things are going to turn out, but we can do this. We can deal with this. All right, got our legs nice and wide. We've got our blocks right here. Let's go ahead and take our right hand right onto that block and let's twist this open. It is interesting how the breath and the movement it just slows those thought processes down and it allows, I'm thinking more clearly now of like, okay, it won't be at the end of the world if things don't turn out the way that they're supposed to. Keep this open. Good. And breathe. Because God is bigger than all of this. Let's inhale and sweep this up. And then let's take our right hand down, or the other hand down, left hand down, and open this up. Oh, good stretch here, and breathe. And let's inhale and sweep this up. And then exhale and release that. Oh, so good. All right, let's bring our legs together. Place our blocks where we want them because we're going to go into standing forward fold now. So let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Let's go ahead and exhale, dive it down and over. So we've got this nice seated forward fold. Maybe you've got your hands on your blocks. I certainly do. I'm pressing my feet into the floor. We're going to lift our glutes up off the chair. Let's go ahead and lift that up. And we're in our nice standing forward fold right here, lengthening through our strong, long legs. Feet are rooted. Oh, that feels good. Let's inhale, flat back, look forward. So a nice tabletop. And then exhale, release that. Good, let's do one more tabletop like that. Inhale, flat back, look forward. That feels really good on those calves. Exhale and release. Take a seat back in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Oops, let's go ahead and lift our glutes up off the chair. There we go. Now we can do that standing forward fold. And now let's inhale and lengthen into that tabletop. Exhale and release. Take a seat back in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Lift our glutes up off of the chair. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Take a seat back in that chair. Inhale and sweep those arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Lift our glutes up off of the chair. Standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Keep ourselves here. And let's go ahead and inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Tall mountain pose. And then cactus our arms behind us. Good. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Good. Cactus those arms back. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, cactus those arms. Inhale and lift. And then let's go ahead and release our arms to our sides. Good. Let's turn our chair or take ourselves to our chair. And let's go do a little bit more hip flexor with our chair. So let's take our right leg up onto the seat of the chair. Let's press our left heel into the floor. And you can use the back of that chair. And let's just, this is a good one. Got that knee nice and bent and we're hinging into this. So we've got a good calf stretch on that left leg. Good hip flexor stretch on that right leg. If you want to go even deeper here, then feel free to take that shoulder to the inside of the knee. So right shoulder is to the inside of that right knee. Well, I could probably use like 15 minutes just being right here like this. But we're not going to do that, but this would be a good stretch today. Let's go ahead and shift that weight backwards and stretch through the hamstring. So bending through that left knee now. Stretch through the hamstring, calf of that right side. And hand can be on the thigh or on the shin. Just remember not to put it on that knee joint. Good. And let's go ahead and roll that up and switch sides. Let's bring that left leg forward. This side. Right heel presses into the floor so we get that nice right calf stretch. And again, if you want to, you can have that left shoulder to the inside of that left knee, or you can be having your hands up on there. It's wherever your mobility, flexibility is letting you go. Because I did this on the other side, I need to work on this side. I didn't want to, but I need to. So left shoulders to the inside of my left knee. And keeping my right heel down on the floor, getting that good calf stretch here, and remembering to breathe. Breathe while we're in this, breathe while we can use this chair for this stretch. Good, let's lift ourselves back up and hinge this back, bend at that right knee, stretch through that calf and hamstring. And bring ourselves up. Good. We can go ahead and move that chair. We're going to take ourselves down onto the ground. Grab what you need for final relaxation and also grab what you need for our shoulder stand. So if you use pillows, stiff pillows, or a block, that is the name. And go ahead and grab that. And let's bring ourselves down onto the floor. Scoot ourselves nice and close to the chair, or if you are supporting your legs up on a wall, then scoot yourself nice and close to the wall. Glutes super close to the wall or super close to your chair. If you've got a chair like I do, I get to put my glutes like almost underneath the seat of the chair. And then let's go ahead and grab that block or your stiff pillows or your stacks of books with a blanket over it. Whatever you use for height for your sacrum, we're lifting that. So we've got this nice supported lift for those legs. And let's have our shoulders rotated open. So let's go ahead and have our palms facing towards the ceiling. And then let's go ahead one leg at a time, or you can do both at the same time, lifting this up into our inversion. our leg lift, our modified shoulder stand, our supported shoulder stand. So what our shoulders are, one of our main focal points here, holding and lifting that up. But because we are using the block as support for our sacrum, that is helping to support this, because there might be a time where you are able to do this without the block, or where you want to practice it without the block, and you can do that. I like to use the support of the block because I like to have my legs up in the air for a while. And today it feels like they really need it. No, for some reason. It's the days where it's like uncomfortable that I know, oh, I need to be spending extra time doing this. And you can be pointing and flexing those toes, those feet. You can be rotating your ankles. You can be working on lateral extension and flexibility by letting gravity pull those legs open. Or you could just be in stillness. Or if you're having, if you're not feeling well or having some muscle or back pain or issues, you can also have those knees bent to where your center of gravity is like over your chest. That can feel good too. I know that this feels especially good when I'm feeling sick, is making myself kind of into a ball with myself lifted like this. Because sometimes that extension, especially if you've got achy joints or achy muscles, it can hurt. So just whatever feels best for you, but it's just really good to have those legs in the air, to have those legs above your heart, above your head, to do this nice opposing opposing movement, because we spend 23 hours and 58 minutes of our day, of our non-yoga day, 24 hours, of our yoga day, 23 hours and 55 minutes with our legs on the floor. On your yoga day, you get a few minutes of your legs being up off the floor, being opposite. And breathe. Good, let's go ahead and release one leg, release the other leg. Let's take our right ankle, place it onto our left thigh. Go ahead and press that inner thigh away. Love it. Love this piriformis stretch. And release that. Let's take our left ankle, place it onto that right thigh. Press that inner left thigh away with that left hand. Again, love it. So good. And if you feel like you're like, I need more inversion today, then when you're done with the practice today, go ahead and do more. Go and scoot yourself up against the wall and throw on a TV show or whatever you need to be doing, or listening to our podcast, and have your legs up, or have some silence, or go outside. You could even go outside and do this outside somewhere too. I don't know. Maybe you have a spot where the bugs aren't gonna bug you. Good, go ahead and release that. And let's take that block out from underneath us and push that chair away. Let's go ahead and find whatever you are using for your relaxation. If you've got an eye pillow, go ahead and grab that. If you've got regular pillows and blankets, grab those things. And you can put that eye pillow over your eyes. Let's reach our arms towards one end of the room. Reach our legs towards the other end. Imagine that you have just added 3 inches to your height. So you are super stretchy right now. Super stretchy through your arms, through your torso, through your legs, through your neck. Oh yeah, really reaching through that and letting the oxygen, your breath in your lengthened body kind of move all the way to your toes, all up through your muscle groups, all up through your fingertips, all up through your scalp. Let that breath move through you. Let's inhale it deeply here. And as we exhale, allowing ourselves to sink and to settle, letting our feet just naturally fall open. If you've got that eye pillow over your eyes and you are enjoying the darkness, the heaviness, relax that jaw and that face. Relax the scalp. Maybe doing a body scan, a mental body scan, checking to see if you're holding any tension anywhere. Is there tightness somewhere? Is there tension or tightness anywhere in your body? Maybe breathe into those areas, allowing yourself to settle, to sink, to breathe, to be quiet. Still relaxing. Let's go ahead and bend our knees. And maybe you can tuck your tailbone under a little bit to flatten that back, or maybe not. Maybe your back doesn't work that way. And let's drop those knees over to your most comfortable side and take yourself onto your side. For a breath or two here. And let's go ahead and gently begin to bring ourselves up into a seated pose that feels strong and supportive for you. Maybe you're sitting in simple cross leg. Oh, this always feels so good on this, my feet and my quads. Or a kneeling pose like I am, where I get to sit on the block, or maybe you're sitting back in your chair. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands together and let's exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. And lift that head to center. Take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today and face the world, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today and face the world, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply and exhale it out. And inhaling it deeply. And big deep exhale. And no matter the outcome tonight, we will always have the freedom to do yoga. So we'll see you on Thursday. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you guys next time.